having like a round table today.
Yeah, there's no speaker or anything. Is that one mine?
Yeah, I'll just set it right there. A little bit, like 20.
Yeah. We are.
Is
Is it easier for us to, yeah, we can just slide this table over and one.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you, Daddy.
It's not
Well, happy birthday to Josh.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, you young buck.
Turned another
I know,
year.
when I saw it, it was like 40, I'm like, 40, oh, what's that?
I'm twice as
Froze.
And I got a little present.
Yeah, thank you.
There we go.
The email. Hi, Earl, welcome.
Hi, Josh.
high.
Hello again, Dave.
Hi, Josh.
How you doing?
Brown.
I know,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. Dave's green screen is on point today, for sure. I like that.
And Earl's trying to make us all jealous or think we're warmer than what we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that green stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Earl, can you hear us okay?
Yeah.
What's that? Hear us?
Yeah. I can hear you.
Good. Well, I did put together a pretty loose agenda today. We're not really doing anything other than hearing from
You're
Uh-oh.
freezing.
Hannah on Seas Candy and then just having kind of an open discussion, really. Uh-oh. You said we're freezing? But I wonder
Oh,
if
really?
it's just the Wi-Fi.
It's probably the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. I can try to see if I can switch it to my work Wi-Fi. I think the Wi-Fi is not great. Yeah, it's kind of going up and down, and that might be with the weather.
So Amber's gonna play with the settings. You can get a better connection for us.
You're freezing, then you do a little Keystone Cups thing to catch up. So. There you go again.
I couldn't believe that when I saw that.
Anna, how much candy do we have left?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and wait until I'm called on here with my full
Okay.
report. Thank you.
Fingers crossed, so.
Okay. All right, let us know if that's a little bit better of a connection, if you guys can hear us a little clearer and see us a little better. Hopefully that,
Literally.
Yes, that helped.
great, good.
Here.
I wanted to give you guys a quick update. At the last board meeting, we did approve two new members to the club. Some of you met Haas. He came as a guest a couple times. He came once over the summer and then came again when we did the coffee platter Wild Ride 3 weeks ago. And he filled out an application that morning and we approved him. And then the other is Amanda Joe, who is the new events director at the Redmond Chamber. So she's going to be a very valuable person to have in the club.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be very good. So she came as a guest twice as well, and then filled out the application, and we also approved her. So that brings our total to 7 new members. Year. Yeah. So since October 1st, we've got in 3 months 7 new members. So that's really, really great. My goal for the year was new members.
12,
So-
I thought it was
Well.
12.
yeah.
You're right.
Way to catch it, way to catch it.
You're not. So you're right. I set the bar low and then decided, yeah, no, we need to do one a month this month. It was the goal. So exciting news, really, other than that, just kind of simple reminders. Food project is January, I didn't write the date, but January 23rd, I believe, is the collection date. Earl, correct me if I'm wrong.
29th.
9th, okay. January 29th, and that's a Saturday. Remember to get all your service hours into Carl. Welcome, speaking of that. Let's see.
That's a pretty good answer.
Yeah, it was great. We did have a couple of birthdays this week. Keith Sides had a birthday on the 23rd. Tara Tippy on the 24th. Truman had one on the 26th. Happy birthday, Truman. So some other guy's birthday yesterday. Yeah, I had a birthday. And, another reminder, do really want to do the best we can to pre-order food. So those of us here, we all did. And Carl, hopefully she's working on yours if she saw you. But so good job there, but we want to continue to respect them and do that. They've asked that we do that because they really want to make sure that they can give us service possible. And so ordering when we arrive does create a little bit of challenge for the kitchen.
So do they have a preference on time, like, can it be the morning of?
It can be the morning of, they
They
prefer
prefer
it the day before, yeah, because they've got food deliveries. and
Right,
things coming
right,
in every
right.
day. So the earlier the better.
Well, I sent mine at 10 o'clock last night.
That's fine, because I'm guessing they check it first thing this morning, right? I'm sure that's completely fine, so. And then I do see John Duff joined, and I also see Steve. Welcome, thanks for being here.
Hey, Steve.
Let's see, any other notes? Okay, well, that's really about all I had for you guys. Did the days, kind of funny, it's more of a riddle, but we'll see if anybody can get it. So how do you spell December 29th, 2021 in 5 letters? December 29th, 2021
In 5 letters.
in 5 letters.
29,
Letters.
21, that would be 6 letters.
I was gonna get it.
Thanks for your compliment.
Well, it looked like you were thinking pretty
Oh,
hard.
yes,
You got it.
today.
T-O-D-A-Y.
Ah.
Today. T-Y.
Today. Oh,
Mhm.
that's 5 letters.
Well, we'll soon.
So that's all I had for you guys. Hannah, I might turn the floor over to you and let you kind of discuss C's, where we're at, how things are going, what's left, how we've done so far, all those things.
Yes, I will. And also we have a screen share for it, I believe. Okay, can you read that okay? The numbers?
We can see it, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll just tell you that the basic deal is we had a net profit of $5,023.06, pending review by John Duff. And the leftover product, I put in the chat what we had for leftover product. And I am thinking I would like to send this to Carl and ask to have it sent to the club if that's okay, so they can see the thank yous and all that. But for the leftover product, the value is $4,141, and those are boxed chocolates mostly, and they were priced at $25 and $49. And I have an idea about what to do with them. Maybe we could have a board little meeting about it. My thought was seeing if it would be okay with C's and with, the fundraising agreement to have grocery outlet sell it. but I'm not sure if that's okay. But we can talk about that. But a big thank you to all volunteers, everybody who volunteered even one time. Thank you to Amber Wilson for sending out an email to Umpqua Bank and having a great response. Multiple people that did multiple shifts and heavy lifting. And I don't know if you can see the list there of all the people. You'll get an email about it. And Nicole Gee for creating the online volunteer signups and the location hosts, which was a lot of them. Some you may not even have known about. The Redmond Chamber Holiday Market, Shelby Bishop at Spokesman Suites, also some pop-up sales at a Wild Ride coffee clatter and a shopping event, Brightside and Fox's Trees, Grocery Outlet, and Les Schwab. We have a special thanks to John Cooper and daughter Marley at the Central Oregon Pharmacy. They did well with sales for us and paid for any remaining stock. And thank you to Amber Wilson, Don Lee, Truman, and myself for picking up bills for rent as miscellaneous so we don't have any expenses other than the credit card fees. Thanks to Chris Ritchie for purchasing C's for client gifts and to all other Kiwanian purchasers. And to Haas Talebi for bringing C's to sell at a company party and at his office. Thanks to John Duff for support with iPad card reader, tech questions, and upcoming review of the sales outcomes. Thanks to President Josh Werner and our Kiwanis board for support and advice. And that's my report.
Awesome. Thank you, Hannah. That was great.
Mhm.
Do you know, this is a question for John Duff. Do you know how that compares to last year?
Second, sir, just a moment.
Hi, John.
I will pull that up.
All right.
No, but last year was.
Apples to apples, maybe make the assumption that the rest is sold at that 4,200 or whatever it is.
One thing too,
I
Rotary.
know last year and Hannah backed me up on this or clarify for me, but we sold out December 24th. We had nothing left inventory wise the last day or the date, maybe it was the 23rd, but.
It was December 11th, yeah.
Oh, apologies. Yep. See, we've sold out 2 weeks early or a week and a half.
Yeah.
Early. Okay, so last year gross sales for C's Candy was 19,145.03. And expenses were,
We don't need that. Yeah.
we netted 4,531.27 last year.
Pretty good year.
Yeah.
What was the price?
So if we can liquidate our inventory, we'll be in good shape.
Mhm.
So
I mean, we're
about how
already
many-
in the black, but we'll be even better. I should clarify, better shape.
about how many boxes are left of candy of the 4,000? What does that mean in boxes?
Okay,
Divide
I
by
put
20.
it in the chat, but I also will tell you, I have a list here. 1 pound nuts and shoes, whoa, 104 boxes. 2 pound nuts and shoes, 8 boxes. 1 pound assorted, 28 boxes. The little gnomes, 9 of them. Chocolate lollipop, 72. Butterscotch lollipops, missing in action. I don't know where they are. They're around here. And so we have $3,802 worth of candy at our house.
Yes, please take them away. It's dangerous.
Yes. And Haas has a few boxes, like 18 boxes, box chocolates and some gnomes.
So Hannah, I guess my next question would be, outside of Grocery Outlet, everybody who's got candy currently, are they willing to continue to sell, or what are your thoughts there?
There isn't anyone.
Anyone who's got candy, I'm not sure what you mean.
Is there candy for sale anywhere else right now outside of, I guess, Spokesman Sweets? Are we done?
We're done.
I think we're-
Well, we don't have any plans for that.
Okay,
I would like to be done. I would like to
Me too.
have the candy taken away from our hall by someone who can lift. I should tell you that I have a backache and Truman is in physical therapy. We did have help. We had help at certain points, but the day-to-day lifting was very hard on the health.
helps you. I can come and take it. I can store it in my conference room at work and I can sell out of my office as long as we need to. Yeah, whatever's convenient.
What about giving the lollipops to the key clubs and let them keep the cup?
Yes, I heard someone say something about donating. I would like to look into donating some to our, like our Reach, the preschool, like the lollipops, or even some other chocolates to other nonprofits. I think it would be good to have a separate meeting about it, if that's okay, to call a separate meeting.
I would completely agree. You know, it also might be beneficial. I know we were giving gift cards to guest speakers and things. We could also utilize the candy for some of that too.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Agree with you though, Hannah, we should do just a quick, maybe board Zoom of some sort, just to talk for a few minutes about what to do.
Yes, it would be. Thank you.
Yeah. Does anybody else have any topics or questions?
Want to buy candy, we should come to you then? Or, yeah.
I would say right now, still go to Hannah,
Okay.
but I'll get in touch with Hannah and see if it's beneficial to her. I'm happy to alleviate that.
Okay.
They have put in hours.
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
So,
Josh, I'd be happy to have some at our office too for selling too.
Mhm.
okay.
Thank you.
Another box. I
And
can't do it all. I'm ready for another box.
Yeah. So no,
Remember-
that's-
Just remember the shelf life. We need to do that quickly. We got it on November 22, and it's supposed to have a 3-week really good tasting deal, but it's gonna slowly fade away.
That's really a good reminder, Hannah.
Very good.
I'd like to recommend we borrow John Hodecker's golf cart and go door to door with it.
Yay.
Calm down. Oh.
Oh. Well, they like See's candy down there.
Or we buy a club snowmobile and
Yes.
Be that way we're driving no matter.
there you go. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Well, Earl, it looks like you're somewhere tropical.
I beg your pardon?
It looks like you're somewhere tropical.
It's really nice here. You know, sun's out. Except for the snow blower I had to use this morning to clear my driveway.
Yeah, not bad.
Oh, he's probably in there going.
I think he's in his office at home. I think he's just got a backup there. But, yeah. For New Year's, is anybody going anyplace fun?
We're,
I'm done. I'm all traveled out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going to a wedding in Denver the next week. This weekend, but the next week in Denver. Yeah.
Are you driving?
I think I'm done with driving.
Yeah.
Go to Idaho Falls and back.
Yeah, that's enough.
For a wedding.
Hey, Josh, who do we have there so I can mark it for attendance?
So we have Carl, we've got John, we've got Amber, we've got Ron, we've got Gary, and we've got Barb.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. Steve, I don't know if you're there or if you walked away. Must have walked away. I was gonna ask if you'd like to kind of talk a little bit about Linda Walker. I don't have the notes in front of me, but for those of you that didn't know, Linda did pass away about a month ago now. It was, I want to say November 28th or 9th.
Oh.
Just a couple months after we made her an honorary member.
Oh.
And she'd been very involved, been multiple time lieutenant governor, instrumental in neighborhood back here in town.
And volunteered with at Jericho.
Oh.
Yeah, the last time
Yeah.
that we were there together.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
She was in Sisters.
Yeah, she was part of the Sisters Club, Cascadia.
Okay, I didn't know today was first day I heard that she had passed.
Yeah, so I was gonna see if Steve had any insight or if he wanted to say anything, but
She remembered our club.
we made her an honorary
Yeah,
member, yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so she's. And Carl, do you recall where it was that she passed? She was traveling and was ill.
Springfield.
That was in Springfield, yeah.
She moved to Central Oregon from Corvallis.
Yeah, that's not true.
She lived at Camp Sherman.
She had quite an active life, as I recall, didn't she?
Mhm, very active.
Ski patrol and.
She was going, yeah.
Josh, did you see the email about, and then Carl, did you forward it about them buying a $250 brick at the Pacific Northwest Kiwanis building?
Oh,
Yes,
Okay.
that was, yeah, I forwarded you guys that email.
Or you forwarded it? Okay.
Maybe you'd like to speak to that. I don't know if you got all that.
Josh, you're gonna do happy dollars?
Yeah, let's do happy dollars. That's a great idea. Why not? Earl, you first.
I have a happy dollar and it's for Josh and the wonderful photo he sent out of his kids and him with their pajamas on. I thought that was great.
Thank you. That's very kind. A Christmas photo taken on Christmas Eve night at my parents' house. And we all had our matching pajamas on. So it was fun. Yeah, it's awesome.
Well, I have a happy dollar. My husband and I hauled our cross-country skis out from Iowa and we've been out 3 times now.
good.
So we're cross-country skiing in the athletic field across the road from us at the school. So we haven't even had to drive anywhere.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Usually then over John Chuck. Ooh, we live across the street.
Yeah. It's one big loop around the border of the athletic field.
Well, I'll do 3 happy dollars. I had my 40th birthday yesterday, which was great. My wife threw a big party for me at Wild Ride, and that was a lot of fun. Lots of family and friends that some I hadn't seen in a long time, and so it was really nice to feel special. That was good. And then just for year end, work professionally, we had a great year. Things have been really, really busy, and just happy for that.
I'll do 5 happy dollars. So I had a great trip from here to Vegas to see our son, and then we went from there to Fort Bragg, and I got to see our daughter. And then also my sister made it home safely, so that's always a plus. No accidents or anything, although my husband's canine did eat half of my driver's side seat in my truck, which was a little unfortunate, but it was only half instead of whole, so that's a positive. And then same, just a really great year. I was very fortunate this year. You know, everybody was healthy and had a great year in business, so thankful for that.
Is that why you were looking for an upholstery guy? Yeah.
Yeah, we left her in the car for 10 minutes to set up her cage, and she's used to being in a cage the whole time she's in a vehicle, you know, she rides around like that. And she was not a fan of not being in the cage, so.
That's what she told you.
She let you know, yeah,
Wow.
yeah, so she either has to be in a cage or have a muzzle on, she's just, they're too high drive, those working dogs are crazy.
I got it.
Let's have another happy dollar.
Sure, Earl, go ahead. We'll come back to you.
I was remiss, I should have said this probably first, but I'm really happy that we have someone like Hannah who took over that C's Candy program and ran it so darn well, and that she's got such good help like Truman. So I really want to feel happy about all that, and I hope everybody else does too.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I agree.
I would second that. Yeah, thank you. Okay.
Oh, weddings and Christmas. It was last weekend, earlier this week as well. I was over in Idaho Falls. My oldest son is the pastor, head pastor at a Presbyterian church in Idaho Falls, and got to spend Christmas with him and my grandson and my daughter-in-law for the first time ever, actually, because it's been a long trip from Michigan to Idaho Falls. And the weekend before, I was in Northern California. My best friend's son got married. And, long drive, lots of snowy mountain roads and all that, but made it down and back, thank God. Just heard this morning that not as because of the wedding, but the folks that got married, they all got COVID. Because somebody ended up in a side trip in San Francisco and brought it home with them. So, and then the third one would be not this weekend, but the following. I'm flying to Denver for my niece's wedding, and I've been asked to walk my sister down the aisle, which is kind of cool. But it's cool. We haven't been spending much time together in recent years, so look forward to that. And I'm flying there. Thank God.
And you
Yeah.
can get a direct flight.
Can you? I don't know if I have it. I think I do. Yeah, and I got to check that
Well,
out.
United.
Denver,
Yeah.
United. I think I do. Yeah, I think I do.
My friend just took it
Yeah.
Yeah.
did-
2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
the
airport's
airport's
come a
come
lucky.
a long way.
Yeah, it's 6,000, yeah, it's a flight this weekend, so he was lucky, yeah.
You can stand up and
Yeah.
So United goes through Denver.
Yeah, they must. Now that you say that. So that's good.
Well, we still have Christmas to look forward to with our daughters and their families. Our oldest granddaughter came down with a breakthrough case of COVID. So we were uninvited to McMinnville. So
Yeah.
Christmas will be January.
It'll fly by. It'll be here before you know it. It's amazing. John Bruce, welcome.
Well, just came in from plowing snow.
How was your Christmas?
Oh, good Christmas. Quiet, but good. We certainly enjoyed it.
Good. Good. Well, we just are doing happy dollars. I don't want you to feel excluded. John, I might ask you, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to?
Yeah,
Hospital visits.
yeah.
My wife is now home.
Good. Great.
Well, I might chip in here that I'm not probably going to participate in happy dollars last night our refrigerator went out. Our refrigerator is now our garage. So not a happy dollar today.
Back porch. Yeah.
I think
What does that
garage,
say?
she said his refrigerator is now his garage.
Yeah. Maybe keep that happy dollar and put it towards a new refrigerator. Ugh,
If you can find one.
that's the other thing.
Yeah, the first we can get it looked at, even looked at is Friday. So we're doing okay. Hope everybody else is doing well.
Yeah, hang in there. At least it's not 110 degrees out.
Yeah.
Keep your food.
Well, I just checked and it's a 10 degrees with the wind chill factor.
Yeah.
John Bruce, isn't this like being at home in Alaska?
This is colder.
It was 68 degrees in Alaska today. Global warming.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's global warming. I just think they sent their cold air down to us and our warm air went up to them.
Yeah, I think that's called global warming.
Steve's back. I still wanted to see if he can. But he's on the phone, so we'll get.
You know, I beg to differ. It is minus 16 in Barrow, Alaska right now.
Really?
Do you know where Barrow, Alaska is? It's
I do.
way past the Arctic Circle.
I do.
Yeah,
So
that's cold.
It could be worse.
On the Alcan Highway, I once saw minus 55 degrees.
Josh and I have a neighbor that's, their son is in the Army stationed in North Pole, Alaska.
Uh-huh.
He sent me a picture of his truck temperature reading the other day. It was minus 46. And the truck actually started. So
Well, I should point out that my car also started at minus 55 degrees. It was a close one, but it did start. The last electron in the battery was used, I think, to get it started.
yep.
And then when it gets to 10 below, it feels warm. You know?
And sometimes it did, yes. I also remember going snow camping with the scouts. And that was always a challenge because they weren't always have the proper winter clothing. But it was a good experience. It happened several times.
Yeah, wow.
The Army.
I was off 1 degree.
Sleep back away, we're down.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Brr.
So much for screen share.
There it is.
67 degrees.
Yeah.
minus 60.
Wow.
Sent me to Arizona.
Oh, did they?
Cold is cold.
Cold is cold.
Okay, I'm going to make this an in and out, everybody. I'm kind of cold, going to get by the fire again. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. Have a great time.
You too.
Yeah.
Where is he?
I think he's here.
He's here.
Yeah.
Hi, Truman, go
He
ahead.
was clearing snow earlier.
Go ahead, honey.
I'm going through bird seed at an alarming rate. That's what I'm watching right now. I ran out of the big bag. Now I'm buying the smaller bags that I can get locally to get through until I go to Bend again. It's a very expensive hobby. I didn't realize.
Why aren't they migrating?
These guys don't migrate. These are miniature goldfinch or lesser goldfinch, they're technically called. And that's what I'm feeding most of the time. There are 25 or 30 of them around all the time at our bird feeders.
Have you named them yet?
Two of them.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's gonna give us a.
Way.
He's trying.
Something like butterflies.
There's multiple bird feeders too.
Yeah.
Well, last year, I remember saying, I want my wife back when she was only the co-chair of the Seeds Candy. And this year I can say she's been back for about 3 days and it's such a relief. It's hard to get her attention when she's working on seeds, believe me.
I'm gonna mute you now.
Okay.
Who's supposed to take the sign down?
Oh,
It's still posted. Their spokesman I went by today.
Is that right?
yeah.
Yeah.
You guys saw it.
So I wondered if you were still inside over there.
I think there's still candy there, but I don't know that anybody's manning it.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't want to get it or fix
Take
that
it out.
sign.
Oh,
No
oh,
matter
no.
Hannah, where's the clown outfit?
what. No.
It's in the storage.
Didn't you do a recap with your clown outfit last year?
Yes, she did do that.
Ah,
She was out on the corner. She
Yes.
goes on the street selling whatever it is she's selling. I don't.
yes,
It's
but
been kind of.
thank you for remembering that.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't really do that this year, but I did get out and about a lot.
yes.
Sure, Dave has it recorded. He records all these things, so
Yep.
he could pull that up for us.
Oh, boy. You can go to the website and pull it up from there.
There you go, or that too.
So Steve, I don't want to put you on the spot, but do you have a moment to speak a little bit about Linda Walker?
Yes, sir, I do.
Love to have an update. And not everybody in the club knew Linda or knew Linda well. So I guess with that in mind, maybe share what you can.
Sure. I've known Linda for a long time, and she has been what was Division 78, now Central Oregon Division, Lieutenant Governor several times. She's also been with the district foundation for quite a few years, and she apparently, and I'm going to read part of this if you don't mind, and you probably know Scott Cooper. He's with Neighbor Impact. He says, I'm very sorry to have to report to you the death of board member Linda Walker. Linda passed away last evening, and this was sent November 30th in the hospital in Springfield. She had been in hospital since November 9th when she went for a surgery, and she has been very sick for quite some time. She had been recovering, but took a turn for the worse in the last 48 hours as an infection set in. Friends from her ski patrol days were with her when she passed. There will be no service at her request. Donations may be directed to Neighbor Impact or other charities. She had served on the board of Neighbor Impact since 1996, was the board liaison to the Policy Council, served as Secretary Treasurer, and served on the Executive Committee. And you probably all know that she was recently, they renamed the Redmond Bus Barn, which was newly remodeled into a Head Start facility.
Gosh.
That was named after her.
Great.
So I came up with this idea because the Cascadia Internet Club, we typically buy a brick to honor someone in our club that passes, and Linda has been in the club for quite some time. And so we, on Monday night at the board meeting, decided that yes, we would buy a brick in her honor. And there's a patio at the Pacific Northwest District office that's got a lot of bricks from a lot of different people. But we knew that the donations would be far more than $250 just from our club. And I said that we should open this up to the entire division. So the first $250 will buy the brick, and that will come from not only Cascadia, but from Central Oregon Division. And then any money over the $250 will be made into a donation to Neighbor Impact. And my thoughts would be that since it's there in Redmond, we'll get Bill Gowan as Lieutenant Governor. We'll get a big check with a dollar amount on it and have everybody possible there to donate that check to Neighbor Impact in honor of Linda. So I have sent out an email. I know that Carl has already sent that out to all of your club members, and my hope is that all of the other clubs will send that out to club members and that we can get a nice donation to Neighbor Impact on behalf of Linda.
Yes, thank you. Earl, go ahead. You're muted.
Earl, you're muted.
Yes, I'm trying, there we go. That's probably the best thing in all day is to have me muted, but, Steve, is there a timeline on this?
I put in the email January 15th. That's 2 weeks out. That's, you know, if you go out any further, people just forget to do it. So
Josh, will we have a board meeting before then?
Not scheduled, Earl, but we should just have a quick something. I know we want to talk about See's Candy for a minute too. So yeah, I would suggest we do try to get
as
maybe early.
yeah, as per my email, you can either mail a check to my office or there's a link in the email. Just click on it and it will take you to our Square account. You can donate directly through that.
Yeah. That is helpful, Steve. Thank you. Thanks for that update.
You bet. Thank you.
Well, I suppose with that, we can wrap it up. Unless there's anything else anybody wants to share or ask questions about or give feedback on.
I just come to find out what See's Candy did.
Yeah, that's fair.
Josh, did you want to have a little board meeting afterwards for Hannah?
Today,
Yeah.
we have enough.
Hannah, did you want to say something at a little board meeting afterwards?
I just want to thank Steve for bringing that information to us. I really think it's important. I'm glad you got it out to us and brought it to us. And I don't think there'll be any, from my standpoint, I'm not on the board anymore, but I don't think there'll be any problem doing it. But I think the board should formally do that and as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I mean, to answer your question, Dave, we don't have enough of a quorum and we couldn't do a quorum, so we wouldn't be able to make a decision.
Okay,
I like the idea. I mean, we do need to do it sooner rather than later. So maybe what we could do, I don't know. I mean, maybe there's a way, Dave, you can send out a Zoom invite for maybe
Do it next week at the regular board meeting, just put an announcement out that we're going to have a board meeting afterwards, to make sure those people are there.
So maybe do it before or after next Wednesday. We're gonna hybrid next Wednesday anyway, so we could just maybe.
maybe do it then after the regular meeting.
I would say it's probably easier to ask people to stay a few minutes longer rather than leave.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, yeah, let's plan for that and we'll try to keep it brief.
Okay.
Thanks, Dave. John, does that work for you?
I'm unsure.
Okay.
Michelle and I are unsure if we'll be there on the 5th.
Okay. Amber will not be here. We'll do what we can. We'll see what we can do. John, do you think if you guys are not here, would you be able to join a Zoom?
I think so. I think
Alright.
so. Yeah, it's our 20th anniversary that day, so we might be doing something different.
Hey, you guys got married on my birthday. I never knew that.
That way, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, then don't join our Zoom. Your anniversary is far more important than a Zoom meeting.
But this, I will say this has my vote and my guess is it probably have Michelle's vote too. So as far as supporting Linda Walker and also the whatever we need to do to help Hannah liquidate, whatever, and support that. So.
Helpful. Thank you. All right. Well, yeah, like I said, unless anybody else has anything else to chat about, we can shut her down right there and everybody have a merry, happy New Year.
It's my anniversary.
Thanks all.
That's cool.
Hey, Dave, can you stay on a second?
Sure.
All right, guys.
On December 31st, you would have a tax advantage.
You gotta wait a whole year. Hey,
That's true.
the money we both made in 1954.
It wouldn't have mattered.
No, it's 19.
For those of you that didn't hear that, John's anniversary is the 1st of July, or January, New Year's Day, so.
66.